I've been bitten. Let's get that out of the way. I'm not making it out of here. I don't know how long I have until I'm like them, so we have to hurry, okay? I start to draw on the whiteboard. This is the school, this is the gym, and here is where the teacher's lounge is. The wound on my leg is bleeding. I know they can see it. I stop to tighten my makeshift bandage. We don't panic, I say slowly to my 7 remaining students, their faces pale and wide-eyed. We plan. They glance at each other nervously. I put on my best face. They need to be confident if this is going to work. If they freeze out there, they'll be ripped apart. I start to hand out thick textbooks to everyone. I take the last and begin to rip out the pages until only the cover remains. I tape the pageless book loosely to the forearm of Sophia, the class leader. Now, if I'm trying to bite or scratch you, I say, slowly demonstrating my point, you have a shield. Use it to escape an attack. I slowly attack Sophia. She blocks my faux strike, and I go to bite her forearm, but the book does its job. Then, while your attacker is busy with your shield, slip out of it and run away. Like a lizard and its tail? Corey says, his scientific mind always making connections. Exactly. Get started with the books and try not to have too much fun with it. I know you've wanted to do this for a while now. The mood lightens a bit. They start on the project, reminiscent of craft time. I'm so astonished by their resiliency. I'm fully aware that my time is finite and every second counts, but I take a moment to bask in my pride. I return to the whiteboard and continue detailing the diagram in ways they would recognize. There's a tug on my shirt. It's the twins, Lena and Micah. I'm sorry. I don't think there's an exit. There, Lena finishes softly, pointing at the fire escape I marked beside the east hallway. I blink, leaning closer to the board. What do you mean? Micah steps up beside her, silent as always, and opens the tattered notebook he never lets go of. There's a rough sketch inside. Our school. You made this? The detail in the sketch is impressive. It was bricked over during the summer remodel. The other side of that wall is a bathroom now, she says calmly. They're right. How could I forget that? I hand the marker to Micah, and the twins go to work on the whiteboard. I check on the others. Sophia has finished hers and is helping make extras for Lena and Micah. She's very observant, and filling the need of the moment without being asked. There's a shuffling sound outside the door. Everyone stops what they're doing and watches. The blinds are down, that's typical lockdown protocol, but the slow scraping sound of dragging or limping, a whinnie, is what we call them. They're the most common in the school. They drag their ribboned flesh down the halls and into classrooms while calling the name, Whinnie? Sophia wraps an arm around the smallest girl, Ellie. Corey places a paper-shielded hand gently on her back. Whinnie! It starts to bang on the door. Thump, pause. Whinnie! Thumps. Whinnie! I motion to everyone to stay still and quiet. I wish I could call for help, but not even 911 is picking up. All phones do for us now is make noise, which gives me an idea. I go to Antonio and make a gesture to take out his phone. He looks at me, confused. I've written him up for being distracting with it. I know he has it. We don't have time for rules. Take out your phone, I say in a hush. I'm not taking it from you. Thump, pause. Whinnie! He relents. My mom said not to tell anyone. She won't get me another, he whispers. I motion for him and everyone else to watch. I take out my phone and write my number on the whiteboard. Dial my number, and when I say so, press call. Antonio gives me a nod of acknowledgement. I motion to the largest boy, Derek, to come over to where I am. I remember his grandma showing me pictures of him playing pee-wee baseball, and since I'm going to be controlling the door in case things get out of hand, I trust him to make the throw that will let them, finish preparations. My head is starting to hurt. Derek crouches beside me, eyes flicking to the door, to my leg, to the phone glowing dimly in my palm. Where do you want it? He whispers. Far, I say. Down by the art wing lockers. You remember how the floor slopes? Let gravity help you. It still needs to function. I hand him the phone. I count down silently from 3, then open the door enough to let Derek do his thing. With a swift underhand motion, the phone goes sliding down the hallway. I slam the door hard. Now, Antonio, I say, holding the door shut from the now aggressive Whinnie pushing from the other side. A moment later, the shrill sound of my ringtone playing echoes in the hall. The door's force eases. Whinnie, The sound of a dragging limb moves away, and with the end of the ringing also comes the end of the threat. For now, at least. I need to sit down. I'm feeling sore, and my leg feels hot. They watch me move to my chair and slump in it. Looking at them reminds me of a balloon losing air. "What do we do when we're outside?" Sophia asks. "Look after each other. Find somewhere safe. Never stop learning. I don't know what's waiting out there, but I believe in all of you." "We could go to my house. I don't have any neighbors. It's kind of far, but there's plenty of room, and my mom's been canning all summer if you like vegetables," Ellie peeps. She usually doesn't speak up in a group like this. She, like all of them, is growing up before my eyes. I wish I could go with them to ensure their safety, but that was never my job. My job has always been to prepare them for the outside world, and I hope I've done that. Everyone look at the whiteboard. Try to memorize the route outside. You can't go the way you usually would. 5 minis, then it's time to go. Things are getting dizzy. They wear their bravest faces. I sit behind my desk and watch them as each gives me a last look. Derek watches over Ellie. Corey holds his shield prepared for defense. Lena and Micah, navigation at the ready. Antonio gathers all the phones from the confiscation box and shoves them in his pockets. And Sophia, confident and strong. "We don't panic, we plan," she says as the last of them enters the hallway. They're ready for anything. When they're gone, I just stare at their seats. I can feel the blood running down my leg and see the pool it's making underneath me. There's a sweater at one of the desks. They need every advantage they can get, I say to myself. With a groan, I get up and grab the sweater. I open the door and wonder if they would still hear me if I called to them. "Whinnie?"